Hi everybody, I'm Joey Paul and I'm indie author, and today we're going to be doing what we usually do at this time of the month, which is look back on the past month, all that I've achieved and all of that lot. And as usual, we're going to split it into three categories: work, health and miscellaneous. So starting with work. I managed 24 chapters, 105 pages and 57,876 words in July, and I was very pleased with that. The month started with a lot of pressure on me. I had final stuff to get done for Lights Out, which I managed to do without losing my cool, which is always a bonus. I have since realised that I will never again do 3 releases in 1 year. It's just too much for me. I also had edits for 8th Ending to get done, and while we're nowhere near done, we are making progress. I had to assemble a new editing team this year as my old editor retired from the writing business. It meant a lot of last minute changes, but I finally managed it. I now have a new developmental editor, Kim, and a new line editor, while keeping my old proofreader. It was something that happened in the middle of edits for 7th Death, hello Miss Pen, which is why things have been extra stressful juggling edits for 3 books and trying to keep on deadline. I did work out that even when I finish the edits for 8th Ending and it's finally ready to be released, I will already be in the midst of beta and editing stage for next year's releases, so it's a year of editing. I will just say that editing is not my favourite part of the process. I really don't enjoy it. But on to better things. The cover reveal for 8th Ending went wonderfully and I was very pleased with how it was received. I do still have some arc spaces, so if you're interested, the form is below. I will say that you do need to have read the other 7 books in the series for this one to make complete sense. While you can probably manage to work out what's going on, there are big plot points that are carried over from 7th Death and 6th Change, so it's best to have read those at the minimum. Writing wise, I am at the 50% mark of both Opaque and I'll See You Through. Opaque is an exciting journey through the end of that series, something I'm both looking forward to and dreading, but it's not going to happen for a few months yet, so I'm okay with that. In I'll See You Through, I am loving Alia and the way the story is going. It's so nice and refreshing still to be in a brand new world. I've also got a few ideas brewing in my head for the next 2 books, but they're not fully realised yet, so I'll leave them to take shape. I always get to this point in the drafting process where I worry that I won't yet have any ideas to write next, especially as one is a standalone and the other is the final book in a series. And yet I found when I reached the 75% point, I'm pretty sure about what I'll be working on next. So even though it always happens, my brain makes me anxious about it. Because at the end of the day, what's the worst that'll happen? I don't have an idea for a few weeks or months, and I work completely on revisions and stuff. So it's not like I'll have nothing to do. But that said, brain hasn't failed me yet, so I'm sure it'll all work out. And in health, I had Meepo on the 26th, and it all went about as usual. Apart from Meepo, I'm still waiting on test results, and that's been a bit stressful. My sleep is still way too much, finding myself asleep and knocked out by 6 PM to around 7 in the morning. With ME and fibro, I've always had chronic fatigue, but I've never had it to this level, and never to so much sleep at night and still needing naps during the day. At first I thought it was a flare, but it's been going on since February time, and that's way too long for even a flare. Having said that, things have started to settle into a routine, and we're all kind of adjusted to my early sleep time. It's made things harder for me though, because while I do my writing fine, I do still want to get back into a routine where I'm not sleeping that much. I'm hoping that over the summer things will start to even out a little bit more, but we shall see how it goes. In other health news, my doctor lit a fire under the port surgeons. He's hopeful that I will have an appointment by the end of August, and then we can finally get the old port out, a new port in, and I can start some of the treatment options for IV therapy at home, with a nurse coming to access my port, do the flushes, and give me Meepo, which means less time in the hospital, and I ain't gonna argue with that. And in the miscellaneous section, Misty ended the school year and we are now into the summer. She'll be starting her GCSE year in September, which is really scary for how fast she's grown. Our summer plans are to paint a few rooms in the house, since we've been here now for 10 years, and we have a few days out planned as well here and there. In fact, painting a few days in the house, if you can see the stuff, in the living room behind me. That's because we painted that room yesterday and it looks amazing, but all the walls are drying, so we couldn't put the stuff against the wall anymore. So, but if you can't see it, that's okay, because it looks really, really messy. But yeah, the plan is to paint my office and my bedroom, so these are going to be next. So hopefully these will be fresher for you next time I record a video, but we shall see. So yes, that's all I've been up to, that's all I've done and all that stuff. And I have a Miss Pen who wants to both sit in my lap and sit on my shoulder, and I don't really know what she wants, to be honest. But that's all I have time for today. So if you want to support my channel, you can comment or subscribe. I post new videos on Thursdays. You can find me all over social media, and my books are available everywhere. Don't forget to pre-order Dying Thoughts 8th Ending, and if you do pre-order, don't forget to sign up for the swag. All the links to which are listed below. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep writing. Bye!